Hi, my name is Kise and welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today is Fanart Friday episode 8 and I'll be drawing the Umbrella Academy. For this drawing, I wanted to do like a cross between season 1 and season 2. So what I wanted to do was use both posters and incorporate like the pose of season 1 and use like the character design and the new character costumes from season 2 so that it could look like a cross between the seasons. And also because I really like the pose of season 1, but I want to incorporate how the characters look now in season 2. Alright, so whatever. So I really loved the Umbrella Academy. I discovered it kind of later after it came out, and I was like, where was this all my life? But after I discovered it, I did a little bit of reading on the comics, kind of lightly, just to see where all of it was coming from because I was not familiar with it, and I was like, oh my god, I love this so much. And I watched season 1, and now that season 2 came out, I should have been done this video, but season 2 came out and I was extremely excited, and I absolutely love this season. I liked it way more than season 1. I don't know if it's because it's still fresh in my mind or I kind of forgot what happened in season 1. Just kidding. I remember most of the plotline in season 1, but I feel like season 1 was kind of like the season where all this introduction and all the story needed to get out of the way, and season 2 just kind of bring it back much better. I don't know if everyone would agree with me about season 2 being better, but I really love season 2. I felt like the characters were an improvement, their stories were really good. I just really liked it, and I felt like the season had more humor. I felt like the characters were just so much better. I liked the costume designs. I liked seeing everybody in the past and how each of their stories kind of worked out. Alright, so the 1960s plotline was really good, like seeing how everybody kind of went their separate ways and just lived a different life kind of, and I feel like they were trying to find each other, but because of what happened in season 1, everybody was like, okay, there's a chance for a new start, and they all just went and lived their lives and stuff. Alright, so I really like Vanya's character in this season. Actually, I liked everybody's character. She lost her memories. I thought that was kind of like, I don't know, I felt like maybe season 2 would have been a little more interesting if they had kept her memories. I think there would have been a lot more conflict in the season because, you know, everybody was pissed at each other, kind of, until they all got transported back in time. So I felt like her having her memories would have given like the story a lot of conflict. But I think the people who wrote story for season 2, I think they did a good job with the story, with her losing her memories, although I know that's kind of cliche. Oh yeah, she just lost her memories, and now you know, she doesn't know who she is except that her name is Vanya. But yeah, I really like her. I like her story. I thought she fit really nicely into the family life, and having Sissy's husband Carl being such a, I don't know, he was just, I felt like he had that conflict where he was just good enough, but when Vanya came into the story, he realized that somebody else was treating Sissy really good or much better. So I guess that kind of conflicted with his kind of character. Like, he's like, oh well, I'm supposed to be the best thing in her life and stuff, and now Vanya came and she just destroyed all of that. But it's whatever. And the little son Harlan, he was so adorable. I don't know, I wish they had stayed with Vanya for like the next season. Their story was very interesting, but I know something is gonna happen with Harlan because like in the last episode, like you saw him kind of like, I don't know, playing with his powers. But anyways, for five was really good this season. I don't know, his character was just always more angsty, more angry, everything was just it was funny, especially during the last episode, like the 7 stages. That episode was so funny to me. I felt like his character, I felt, didn't really grow too much because I felt like his character was already very, very good. But I enjoyed his character this season. I felt like there was a lot more emotion, like when he went and did the killing all the executives for the handler, when he, during the 7 stages, when he was meeting with his older self, his character had a lot of great moments. Allison's story was really, really good. I like how they incorporated her being black into the 1960s plotline. I mean, I felt like that was necessary, because how would they, I don't think they could like go around that, but I felt they made a solid storyline. And with her not being able to speak, and her husband Raymond, he was such a cutie, and he was a really wholesome dude, and he fit really nicely into the story. I love his character, and I was so sad when Allison wrote the letter at the end. She was all like, "Oh, I gotta go, I'm so sorry, I wish we could." I was so sad. Raymond was a really good addition to the character, as were the black community that Allison really found herself fitting into, and the civil rights movement. All of that stuff was really, really nice, and her new character design was really cute. Ben and Klaus were they were so funny. I love seeing Ben a lot more this season. I felt like his show, I like that he was a lot more present in this season. I missed him a lot in season 1, and his moment with Vanya when he hugged her and stuff, and he brought her back from her being explosive and about to let out all her power. Like, that stuff was really nice. It was so wholesome. He was like, "I gotta go" and stuff, and they started crying, and it was so cute. And when he found her inside the violin and stuff, everything was so nice. And his plotline with Klaus, at first I was kind of mad because I was like, why won't Klaus tell the others that Ben is right there? But then I realized that stuff, and I was still mad that he wouldn't let the others know that Ben was there. Like, their petty arguments was just too much for me. But I love seeing a lot more Ben in this plotline. And Diego's story, I loved everything more about his character. I loved his new long hair. I love his plotline with Lila. Everything improved with Diego's character. And when he said no to Mr. Hargreaves, he was like, no, and then he spoke up to him, and everybody's like, oh my god, Diego spoke up to Dad. And I loved everything about Diego's character this season. It was really funny when when they killed Elliot, and then he called Olga on the phone, and he was like, you'll be dead by midnight or something. I don't know, his character had really, really good improvements this season. I think him and Luther, and of course seeing Ben, were like my favorite parts of this season, because I felt like they really built on Diego's character, and he had a really nice, a much better plot line this season. I loved everything about his character this season. Luther was an absolute improvement. Everything from his moment when he met Ray, and then he bought the chocolates for Allison and stuff, that was so, it was like their interaction, it was really awkward, but it was really cute at the same time, and I really, really loved it. And I felt like the way they built his character, his new design, everything looks amazing. I love the improvement of his character. I absolutely love his character much more. I felt like it was mostly because he kind of got to live his life more. He got to live his life more because like in the first season, it was like revealed that his dad just sent him to the moon because like he just didn't have anything better to do with him. And I felt like everything about his character really improved this season. I loved his boxing plot line. I wish he had won that match. I was kind of like, no, Luther, don't lose and stuff. And I like that they kind of developed his relationship with Allison in a way, because like she did move on and get married, but I felt like that was kind of important. Like, she moved on and she moved on with her life, and I think he took it pretty well. So let me see, in Klaus's plot line, I should have said Klaus before Luther, but Klaus's plotline being a cult leader, that plotline was funny. Like every time he went to that mansion and he did any kind of interaction was funny. It was really, really funny. It was really good. And when Ben took over his body and he was like, oh, I love dirt. I don't know. Everything in this season was amazing. The side characters, the Swedish brothers, were a really good addition, but I felt like in my heart they could never replace Cha-Cha and Hazel. I love Cha-Cha and Hazel. And I was so sad when Hazel showed up and he just died. I'm like, no, Hazel, no. Cha-Cha and Hazel were so good. The Swedish brothers were all right, but I felt like only like the last surviving one got some development, but a lot of their moments were really funny, and I was really sad when they killed Elliot because he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. I was like, oh my gosh, Elliot didn't have to die. Like, I did not want Elliot to die. And when he got on the bus, like at the end, when the cult members were like, come with us and stuff, or do you need a ride, stranger? And then he was like, all right, and then he just got on the bus. Like, I kind of liked them, but in my heart I felt like Cha-Cha and Hazel, I missed them so much this season. Lila was really amazing. Like, her and Diego had really good chemistry and they were so cute together. I can't wait to see them in season 3. Sissy was really good. Like, I felt like her character was built really well. Like, her living in the 1960s and her meeting Vanya, like their characters were really different, and Vanya knowing that there's a world, you know, in the future where people are more or less kind of equal, and there's not really equal, but there's less misogyny, and she doesn't have to put up with this, and Sissy not knowing what this kind of stuff means. Like, that stuff is really nice. And her having a son and her cheating on Carl, I don't know, the whole infidelity plotline was really spicy. Raymond was really awesome. Mr. Hargreaves, I love seeing his younger self. Like, I think when they had like that whole family meeting, that was really nice. I love that so much. I thought that, like, seeing his younger self and him talking to Five, everything was really cute. I liked his character in the past. I felt like his younger self was really, like, I just really liked his character. I liked everything about this season. The handler was really good this season. I like her role in season 1 much better, but she was so sassy this season. There was a lot going on. I liked her outfits better in season 1. Like, I liked her dress and her red high heels. And then Elliot died. I didn't want Elliot to die. And then the 7 stages was, I think, my favorite episode. It was really funny. I think, like, out of all of them, I really like the 7 stages, and also Valhalla, when Klaus, Vanya, and Allison are dancing and all that stuff. Overall, this season, and also the last episode was, 7 stages wasn't the last episode, but the last episode really made me cry. Like, it was so sad. Like, but aside from that, yeah, that was kind of me ranting about the Umbrella Academy season 2, because I really liked it. I basically liked everything. I'm trying to think of some things I didn't like. Well, the plotline was kind of confusing for me, because I don't know why, but maybe I'm just not like cut out for this stuff. But I enjoyed the story, but I kind of got lost sometimes. I think that was the only thing I could like be confused about. And I didn't like how Ben didn't show himself, or, you know, nobody really knew he was there until like kind of like towards the end of the season. Yeah, and I thought this season was a huge improvement. I can't wait for season 3. Yeah, and then that's it. Thank you for watching this very long video.